Up until now, your drawing projects have been individual parts. In the real world, individual parts are fastened together to make assemblies. This lecture is intended to introduce you to threaded fasteners, keys, rings, and other fastening methods used to combine two or more parts into an assembly. Threads are the most common fastening methods. Threads can be formed on the outside of shafts to create external threads, or they can be created inside of holes to create internal threads. You want to be familiar with some basic thread terminology: axis, crest, and root. Major diameter, minor diameter, and pitch. Pitch diameter, depth of travel, side, thread angle. Review these past few slides to ensure you understand those terms. Most common threads are right-handed, meaning as you rotate the fastener clockwise, the threads tighten together. Some special applications require left-handed threads. Think about some reasons to use left-handed threads. There are many different thread forms or shapes, each having their own advantages and disadvantages. Lead is another important term. It relates to the linear distance of travel for one revolution of the fastener. Common threads are single form, and the lead is equal to the pitch. Specialty threads could have double or triple forms, which increases the lead to 2 or 3 times the thread pitch. This means one revolution moves the fastener greater distance. Can you think of any applications to use double or triple thread forms? Standard threads are available in coarse, fine, or extra fine. This relates to the thread pitch. Coarse has the largest pitch, with fine being smaller and extra fine even smaller. These series are unified coarse, UNC, unified fine, UNF, or unified extra fine, UNEF. Tapered threads are used to connect piping. These threads are designated with the series NPT. Imperial or inch threads are specified based on their nominal diameter, threads per inch, thread series, class, and if necessary, left hand. Review this thread specification so that you can understand each bit of the note. This is what you would include on your drawing when specifying a threaded hole or threaded shaft. Metric threads are specified by using the M designation followed by the nominal diameter, the pitch in millimeters, pitch diameter tolerance, and crest diameter tolerance. Review this metric thread specification. In some cases, you will only see the M16. In these situations, you must know that the pitch will be the most coarse pitch available for that size. You should be familiar with these common fastener terms: bolt, cap screw, and stud. You can see Can you see and understand the difference between them? The bolt is held in place using a nut, the cap screw installs into a threaded hole, and the stud has no head. There are a large variety of standard head shapes to suit different applications. Set screws are used to hold parts in place on a shaft and come in a large variety of head and point styles. There are a wide assortment of threaded fasteners and threaded fastener accessories readily available. You might see threads represented on drawings using either of these three methods: detailed, schematic, or simplified. Notice the differences and similarities between them. Simplified is the most common and desired method to represent threads. It is critical that you understand the thread symbol must be shown on your drawing. Threaded holes will appear as two circles. The outer one, which is the major diameter, is hidden, and the inner one, which is the minor diameter, is visible. External threads are the opposite. The major diameter is shown as a visible line, and the minor diameter is given as a hidden line. Spend a few minutes looking at these thread representations. Also notice how they are represented in section views. When specifying fasteners, follow these steps in order to derive the required information and specification. Make sure you understand what these three fastener specifications mean. Metric fasteners are similar but have fewer components and start with the head style. Understand these notes. I will follow up with an additional video talking about keyways and retaining rings to help with this week's work. If you have any questions, give me a call or send me an email. Thanks.